Good morning. My name is Dr. Raditya Jati. I'm as a director for the development strategy for disaster management and the National Disaster Management Authority in Indonesia. Disaster risk management is now is a very important issue since the shift paradigm from disaster management to disaster risk management. So the heavy is more on the how to prevent and how to mitigate the disaster before the disaster happen. It means the phase of before the disaster happen, the preparedness, how the people can understand the risk, how can the people can adapt and mitigate. And actually the important thing is how to build the capacity of the local people or the community to be resilient. And this is a very challenging since we are archipelagic state. As a Nusantara Indonesia, we have many islands, and it's a little bit different with the mainland, which islands have more risk than mainland. So we have more risk because we're located in the compound of islands. We have tsunami, we have earthquake, which is also in the megatrust zone, which means that it's very high risk for the people who's really inside this disaster-prone area. We also have volcanoes that are now active, 127 active volcano, and also hydrometeorological, which is impacted as a driving force for the disaster itself. So now the government of Indonesia try to collaborate not only the task of the NDMA itself, but other line ministry should be also included and collaborate, consultate, coordinate with us and how to mitigate or how to prevent the disaster itself. This is very challenging because we can propose that resilience is dynamic in Indonesia. So we must have like a sustainable resilience for the sustainable development is very important issues. Now, it will depends on which level or we're talking about. If we're talking about on the national level, there should be a very good regulation, and not only the regulation itself, but how to implement this regulation into the real practice, into the program itself. At the local level, including the province and also the cities and the district, will be very important because they're the one who's responsible actually how when the disaster happen and how to prepare themselves before the disaster happen. So this regulation must be not only from central government but also local and also provincial government that have be a very strong commitment from the local government or the leader of the mayor of the governor itself to be committed on disaster risk management itself. And this disaster risk management itself, according to the law 2007, we have a regulation that every district, every city must have what we call the disaster management plan. And this will be included into the spatial plan and also how the land use plan, and will be authorized by the local government to have their medium phase of planning. So this is very important.